Dear friends, now we will discuss about layers. See here. So before going into the layers topic, let us know something about layers. See here. So we need to use this command LA to activate the layers command. So LA is the command we need to use. So why we are using layers? First know about the introduction of layers. So we need to use layers to understand the complicated drawings very easily. So if you have a drawing with multiple objects, with multiple line types, and there are different types of objects in the drawing. So we need to understand easily those drawings, and if you want to change the properties of any objects in a complex drawing, so we need to use layers. See, the main purpose of layers is to understand the complicated drawings easily and to change any object properties in a complex drawing very easily. So we use layers. So let us look into the layers, how the layers look like. So I am going into the command line, type LA. See, type LA in the command line and press enter. See, after giving command LA and pressing enter, a dialog box will be open like this. See, this is the layer property. You can see here, there is 0 here. So 0 is the default layer in the AutoCAD. So it is the default layer in the AutoCAD. So see here, while dealing with layers, you need to remember some of the points. So what are those points means? See here the first point, 0 layer is the default layer and we cannot delete that layer and even cannot rename. So what does it mean? So this is the default layer in AutoCAD while we are dealing with layers. So it is the default layer and you cannot rename this. You cannot. So if you want to rename any layer, you need to double click on this. So if you double click on this 0 layer, so it won't get anything. See, there is a message here. The selected layer cannot be renamed. See, so you cannot rename or you cannot delete this layer also. So I am selecting this and I am right clicking on this. See, I am right clicking on this and I am clicking on this delete layer. So it is also showing the message the selected layer was not deleted. So like that, this is the default layer and we cannot rename or we cannot delete this layer. So it is the first point you need to remember in layers. And now to create any layer, so you need to click on this new layer button. So you can also use the shortcut Alt+N to create new layer. So I am clicking on this new layer. See, with layer 1, the name layer 1, a layer will be created. So going to give name to a layer, you need to remember a point. So while naming to a layer, we should not use some characters like star marks or question marks or slash marks. So these types of symbols it won't take. So what does it mean? So if you give any name with, I am giving some A alphabet and I am using some question mark and I am using some slashes, backslashes or anything, and I want to give this type of name to a layer. And if you click outside, see, there is a message like this: invalid characters in layer name. The following characters are not valid in layer name. See, all these characters are not valid while you are giving names to a layer. So you should remember, you should not use this type of characters. I am clicking on close. So then what characters we can give? See here, instead of using the above said characters, we can use approximately 255 different characters to give name to a layer. So instead of using star marks or question marks or slashes, you can give different symbols, and those different symbols with 255 characters approximately you can give in AutoCAD. So you can give @ symbol, or you can give any hashes symbol, or you can give any dollar symbol or percentages or ampersands or exclamatory marks. See, if you give this type of name also, so I am clicking outside, so it will take. So this type of characters it will take, but it won't take question marks or something like that. You can also change the color of this layer by clicking on this. There is a color tab here. See, you can also check here, and I am clicking on this. So I am changing the color of this layer to some yellow and click OK, so that the color will be changed to yellow. Now there is a line type here. So if you click on this line type, button, and if you click on this, you can change the line type of this layer. So I am clicking on load and I am loading some line types. I am clicking on this border and click OK. And now select border from this here and click OK. Now the line type will be changed and the color will be changed. See here. And now I need to create another layer. So to create layer, you need to click here. So click this button, new layer, so that with layer 1, a layer will be created, and you can also rename this layer. So I am deleting and giving name as circle. I am giving the name as circle and click outside, and you can change the color of this layer. So I need to change the color. You can click here and you can change the color of this layer and click OK. So the color will be changed, and you can also change the line type also. I am clicking on this and click on load and select any line type and click OK. So I am selecting this line type and click on OK. And now we need to select again here and click OK, so that the line type will be applied to this layer. So now we can create another layer. I am clicking here and I am renaming this with some line, and I am clicking on this and I am renaming to some polyline. Like that, you can give any number as you want here, and I am clicking on this. Again I am giving some name, border. So like see here, so we can create unlimited number of layers in AutoCAD. So as this, so similar to this. So if you can click here, new layer, so multiple times you can click and multiple layers will be created. Like that, we can create unlimited number of layers in this AutoCAD. So you can create any number of layers as you want, and you can play with that layers. See, I am clicking on this again and I am giving the name as polygon, and see, I am clicking on this and again I am giving the name to this layer as ellipse. So like that, you can create any number of layers and you can use these layers. So now, before going to create layers, how many layers you need? So that much layers you need to create here. And after creating layers, so you need to draw the objects and you need to save those objects into these layers. So it is the concept of layers. So for this, now we have created this number of layers, and now we need to draw the objects and we need to store those objects into these layers. So what is the point you need to remember while drawing? See, we need to ensure that no two layers can have the same name. That is, no need to use different names for different layers. So we need to use different names for different layers. Suppose I am creating a new layer and I am giving the name as polygon. See, already polygon name we have created. Again we are giving polygon and I am clicking outside. So what does it show? The name polygon is already in use. So no two layers can have the different name, and you need to use different names for different layers. So the layer names must not be matched. So it is the point you need to remember while dealing with this, and I am giving the name as center. You can give as you wish the names. So now check the other point. You must keep the layer into current layer when you need to step into current layer, when you need to store the objects into that particular layer. So you need to remember this point. So if you want to store the particular objects in this specified layer, so you need to keep this layer into the current layer. So what does it mean? So this blue color tick mark will show in which layer is in the current layer. So defaultly 0 layer is in the current layer, and if you want to draw the objects and you need to store in any layer, so first you need to set this layer to current layer. So how to do that? I am clicking on this circle, and after selecting this circle layer, you need to click on this button. See, set current, or you can also use the shortcut Alt+C. I am clicking on this so that the blue color tick mark will be appeared here. See, so that this is the current layer. So whatever the objects we have drawn, so those will be stored in this layer. So now we will check how the objects are storing. I am clicking on this close button. So now you can draw any object. See, I am selecting this line and I am drawing some lines. You can draw any type of objects. So I have drawn such type of objects. See, again I am drawing some line. See. So now what happened? So these objects I have drawn and the current layer is in circle. So it will be stored in the. Now what happens? Circle is in the current layer. And why the lines are in red color? We have already presetted this. See, it is in red. So you can also change from here by clicking on this red. And now you need to change any color and you can click here and click OK. Then the color will be changed. Or you can also change the line type also. See, this is the line type with dot. Or you can change this line type also by clicking on this and click on load. Now I need to change this color to some hot water supply and I am clicking OK. And again you need to select here hot water and I am clicking OK. So let's see, the line type will be changed to this line type. So like that you can also modify very easily. You can change the properties from here. And now I need to store the objects in this polyline. In this polyline layer, and now I need to store the objects. Now what should you do? You need to select this polyline layer and click on this set current. So that, see, the blue color tick mark will be applied to this polyline layer. And now if you draw any objects, those objects will be stored in this particular layer. So I am clicking on this close button. So now draw any objects. I am drawing some circle and see, I am drawing an arc. You can draw any objects. See, with the dot line type with red color, those are appearing. So not only by giving command and a dialog box will be open and you can change. So while dealing with layers, you can also use these layers from this layers panel also. See, there is a layers panel or layers group here, and here there is an option layer properties. If you click here layer properties, the same dialog box will be opened as we give command also. See, you can also access from here, so it is more time saving. So you can quickly access from this layers group and you can use. See, now I need to change the properties of this polyline. So defaultly it is in red color and now I need to change the color. So I am clicking here color and the dialog box will be open like this, and you can select as you want the color and click on OK. So that the color will be applied to that particular layer line type. So this is in the line type tab. See, I am clicking here and click on load, and now I am selecting this tracks and click OK, and again you need to select here tracks and click OK. Now check, the objects have changed. Now I need to save the objects in this circle layer. So what should you do? You need to select this layer and you need to click on this set current and close. So now draw objects, draw any objects so that those objects will be saved in that layer. So I am drawing some. See, I have drawn these objects. So I am drawing some. See, I have drawn these objects. And now if you want to change any color or line type of this objects, so you need to click here layer properties and the dialog box will be open, and defaultly see circle layer is in the current layer and we have drawn this object in this layer, and clicking here on the color and I am changing the color to some other color and I am clicking OK, so that the color will be applied to this. See how it is applying. Now you can also change this line type also. I am selecting this border and I am setting to current. Now I need to store the objects in this. So what should I do? So I am drawing a profile. See, I have drawn some profile and I need to store this in this border layer. So I am clicking on this layer properties and this object is in the border layer. So I need to change the color of this and I'm clicking here, and you can change the color as you wish from here. I'm not going to change anything. So but I need to change the line type. I am clicking here, and now click on load, and I am selecting this zigzag and click OK. And now you need to select. So that's see, the line type will be changed to zigzag and the color is applied as red. So like that, if you need to draw any objects, so you need to set that layer into the current layer, and you can draw and you can store those objects into that particular layer. So like that, now we will use this ellipse. I am selecting this ellipse and I am setting to current. Now draw any objects. See, I am drawing some profiles. You can draw any profiles as you wish. See, this type of profile I have drawn. So it will be stored in this particular ellipse layer. So now, after creating objects, the objects belongs to which layer? So if you want to check the objects belongs to which layer, so you can access from here. See, if you click here, drop down, there appears, see, we have created this number of layers. Every layer is here, see. So like that, for each layer, there are different options here. See, one is turn a layer on or off. The second one is freeze or thaw in all viewports. And the third one is lock or unlock a layer. So like that, for every layer there are three options. What are those three options? So now we should do, so if you select this object, so this object belongs to ellipse layer. See, if you select, will be highlighted because this object belongs to this particular layer. And we have drawn this, and we will select this object and see, this object belongs to this border layer. So like that, if you select this object, and this object belongs to this circle layer, and if you select this objects belongs to this polyline layer. So like that, if you select any object, so it will show those objects belongs to which layer from here. You can identify from here. So we will apply the first option. So for, see here, there is a border layer. We have drawn objects in border layer. So I need to hide the objects which I have drawn in this border layer. So for that, to show or hide the objects in that particular layer, so we need to use this first option. So I am clicking on this. See what happens. If you click on this, the object will be disappeared. See, or in the hidden mode. And if you click again on this, then it will be appeared. So if you want to hide or show this particular layer in the drawings, so we need to use this first option, on or off the layer. So if you click on this circle, I am clicking on this. See, the objects belongs to this circle layer, those will be in the hidden mode. See, there are no objects here. So if you click here, then those objects will be appeared. See, these pink color objects are hiding. I am again clicking here. See, those objects are in hiding. And I am clicking again here. So those will be appearing. So to show or hide any objects in that particular layer, and you need to show only some other objects in the drawings, so you need to use this first option, on or off a layer. Now there is a second option here, freeze or thaw in all viewports. So if you click on this, again we will use for this option. I am clicking on the second. See, if you click on this, then the objects will be in the freeze mode. Freeze mode means the same thing what this on or off it will do. So it will show or hide the objects in that particular layer. If you click on this freeze button, again you can click on this, then it will show. See, like that you can show or hide the objects, or you can freeze or thaw the objects belongs to this particular layer. So I am clicking on this again, freeze button, so that the particular layers will be in the hidden mode, and again I am clicking here, so to show the objects. So like that you can use anything. And there is a third option here, lock. So before unlock, so there is a symbol unlock. So these objects are in the unlock mode. So if you want to lock these items, so I am clicking on this lock symbol, so that see, the objects belongs to this circle layer. So those are in the dehighlighted mode. So what does it mean? So if you take your cursor near to these objects, see, there is a locked symbol, it will show to the cursor. See, if you take your cursor near to this locked objects, so it will show the lock symbol. So what is the use of this lock? So these objects have lock, and if you select these objects, they will select, but we cannot move these objects, or we cannot do any modifications on these locked objects. See, but they will select, they will just select. See, but we cannot move, or we cannot add, or we cannot subtract, or we cannot do anything on these objects. So if you want to just lock the items, and if you are not willing to move these objects to some other place, you need to lock the objects. And if you want to unlock these objects, and go to here and click on this button, so that those will be unlocked, and after unlocking the objects will be highlighting. After locking, if you click on this lock button, those will be in the dehighlighted mode. See, the objects belongs to this layer will be dehighlighted. And if you want to highlight these objects, or if you want to, now I am going into this layer properties, and now I need to delete one layer. So I have created so many number of layers, and I am not using some of the layers, and I need to delete a particular layer. So now check, if you want to delete any layer, it should not be in a current layer, and moreover there should not contain objects in that layer. So you need to remember this point while deleting any layer. So that layer should not be in the current layer, and moreover there are no objects containing in that layer. So what does it mean? So now check, I need to delete this border layer. Should not be in the current layer, and moreover there are no objects containing in that layer. So what does it mean? I need to delete this border layer, and I am setting to current. So now I am closing this. So now what happened? I need to delete. If you want to delete any layer, you just select this layer and click on this delete. See, there is an option delete layer, or you can also use the shortcut Alt plus D. So just select this layer and you can click this delete. So what does it is showing? The selected layer was not deleted because the following layers cannot be deleted. See, these are the node points. It is in the current layer, and there are some objects in that layer. So like that it is showing some message. So the first this blue color tick mark is there, so that it is in the current layer. You need to change the current layer from border to some other. See, I am selecting this polygon and I am clicking on this set current. Now I have changed the current layer to border to polygon. Now I have made this first step, and what is the second step you need to do? If you want to delete this border layer, so what are the objects containing in that layer you need to delete first. So for that you need to identify which objects belongs to that particular layer. So if you can select this particular object, so it is in the layer ellipse because it is in the highlighted mode. Or see, you can select this one and it will show it is in the border layer. So now I am willing to delete this border layer, so I need these objects and press delete from your keyboard so that those objects will be deleted. Now go to the layer properties. See, in this dialog box, just select this border layer and click on this delete layer. Now that layer will be deleted. Why it has deleted? So it is not in the current layer and there are no objects in that particular layer. So that is the condition you need to remember while deleting any layer. So I am pressing Ctrl Z. See, so now see, there are options here. The first option is off. So if you click on this off button, so it is asking you select an object on the layer to be turned off. So if you select any object, so that particular layer will be turned off. See, I am selecting this object so that the layer will be in the hidden mode. See, By selecting objects also you can hide the particular layers. See, and if you want to come out from this command, press escape from your keyboard. So now what happened? If you want to hide any objects, so you can go to here and you can jump to here, and if you can click the first option, the objects will be in the hide mode. And now I need to show the objects. So we have made here the objects hidden, and there is an option here which is opposite to that off. See, I am clicking on this so that the object will be gained. See, it will be appeared again. So if you want to off any objects by selecting objects, so I am clicking on this off button and I am selecting this object so that that particular layer will be in the hidden mode. And if you want to show again, see, I am clicking here so that it will be appeared. Now there is the second option here, isolate. So isolate means, so if you select any object, from here, so that particular layer will be isolated from the remaining layers. So see what happens. I am selecting this isolate option and it is asking you select objects on the layer to be isolated. So now I am selecting this rectangle and I am selecting this ellipse. You can also select multiple objects and press enter. So now what happened? Only the selected object is in highlighted mode and the remaining objects are in the dehighlighted mode. So what it is doing? So now you can check here by going into here drop key. So what isolate does? So if you select any object in the drawing, that objects only will be in the highlighted mode. That means it will be isolated from the remaining drawings, and see the remaining layers all will be in the locked position. So if you select any remaining objects, see, if you select any objects, so you cannot move or you cannot do any modifications on these objects, on this locked objects. So I am pressing escape. Now what should I do? Now I need to unisolate this. Isolate means it has separated, so only this object is in the highlighted mode and the remaining are in the dehighlighted mode. Because isolate is doing, so the remaining things all will be locked and only this will be activated, and you can move this object to some other, or you can do any modifications on this object, but you cannot do on these objects because those are locked. So we have applied locked, right? So we have applied this isolate, so those objects are in that particular position. I am pressing Ctrl Z. Now see here there is an option on isolate. So I am clicking here. See what isolate does. So it will do the opposite action. So now again we will apply this. I am selecting this isolate option and now I am selecting these objects. After selecting objects, you need to press enter. See, the remaining objects will be in the dehighlighted mode. So now you need to unisolate all these things. See, if you take your cursor near to any object, the locked symbol it will show. But to the selected objects, it won't show any locked symbol. See, to the cursor, a locked symbol will be shown. See. So now I need to unisolate. So you need to click here, unisolate, so that all objects will be unlocked. So for that case, you need to use that option. And see here, there is an option freeze. As in the similar case of, if you go here and there is an option freeze at the right. So like that you can use from here also. So I am clicking on this freeze button. So it will ask you select an object on the layer to be frozen. So you can select any object. I am selecting this object so that the selected object will be in the freeze mode. So now if you want to unfreeze object, so you need to click here, thaw all layers. If you click on this thaw layer, see the objects will be appeared. In the drawings there are complicated objects are there, in that multiple objects are there. In that case, if you want to show any particular drawings and if you want to hide or if you want to freeze any object, so in that particular case you can use all these options. So I'm again using this freeze option. I'm clicking here, and now I need to freeze two objects. So I want to freeze this object, and I need to freeze this object. Now I need to, after selecting, you need to press enter. So now I need to unfreeze all these objects. So I need to come back. See, now I am clicking on these thaw layers so that the objects will be appeared. So it is the option thaw layers, and there is an option here, lock. So if you click on this, so you can directly lock objects by clicking on this. So I am clicking on this lock, and it is asking you select an object on the layer to be locked. So if you select any object, see, I am selecting this so that the particular object will be locked. See, if you take your mouse near to this object, a locked symbol will be tagged to the cursor. See, and it will not show for this blue color objects because those are not locked. See, these pink color objects are locked. So now I need to unlock items. So you can click here, unlock. I am clicking here, and you need to select an object on the layer to be unlocked. See, now you need to select this. Now, so make current means, so if you want to make any layer to set to the current layer, if you want, you need to go to layer properties, and you need to select that particular layer, and you need to click on this set current. So it is more time taking, and no, I don't set the objects, or I don't set any layer to current layer from that method, and I want to set by selecting objects means, so you need to go to here, make current. I am selecting this, and it will ask you select object whose layer will become current. So if you select any object, so that layer will be set to the current. I am selecting this blue color line, C. So this line belongs to this polyline, so it will be set to the current layer, and you can do whatever modifications on this current layer. So by selecting objects, and you need to set that layer into current layer, so you need to use this make current option, and there is an option here, match layer. So if you want to apply any properties of one object to the other object, or from one layer properties to other layer properties, you need to use this match layer option. I am selecting this match layer, and now you need to select objects. So now I am selecting this object. So see what I am selecting. So it is in the track layer type. So I am selecting this. I am selecting this line, and you can also select multiple lines also, multiple objects you can select. I am selecting this circle also. After selecting, you need to press enter. Now it is asking you to select object on destination layer. So what object you select object on destination layer. So that object properties will be applied to the selected layer. See, now I am selecting this ellipse. So these properties will be applied to this selected object. So it has converted into zigzag line with red color. So before we have drawn, so to go to the previous operation, so I am clicking here, and there is an option here, previous. If you click here, see, we will go to previous operation. So now I need to go back again. See, only the previous by using tracks line type and with blue color. So what match layer is doing, I am selecting again match layer, and I need to change the properties of this circle and arc. I am selecting this circle, and I am selecting this arc and pressing enter. And now it is asking you to select object and destination layer. So I need to apply the properties of this object to this circle and arc. So for that case, we need to select this ellipse so that those properties will be matched or changed according to this option. See, and there are different options. If you click here, drop down, and here there is previous. If you want to go to the previous layer settings, so you need to use this option, and see here there is an option change to current layer. So if you select any object if you want to change the properties to the current layer option, I am clicking on here and see change to current. I am selecting this, and now it is asking you select objects to be changed to the current layer. So if you select any object, see the current layer is polyline. So because it is in the highlighted mode, the current layer is in polyline. And now what should you do? If you select any object, so that properties will be applied to the current layer. Now I am selecting this rectangle. After selecting rectangle, select objects to be changed to the current layer. So you need to select again object. So I am selecting this rectangle and press enter. So now what happened? These two objects have changed to the current layer. So for that case, you need to use this change to current. And now there is an option here, copy objects to new layer. So if you want to copy objects from one layer to another layer, so you need to use this option. And now there is an option, clicking on this layer walk, the dialog box will be open like this. So what it does, if you can select this, I am clicking on this select objects and I am selecting this ellipse and press enter. Now what happened? So this object belongs to this border layer, and see, we have created multiple layers, right? So we have created multiple layers and we have used some layers only. So we haven't used some other layers. See, if you select from here, we haven't used this layer. So for that case, if you can identify what layers you haven't used, and you can click here purge, then the unused layers will be deleted from this layer walk option. So I am clicking on close. Now if you go to here, and now there is an option here merge. So if you want to merge layers, if you want to merge any two layers into one layer, or any more than two layers also you can merge. So for that case you need to use this merge option. And if you click on this delete, I am clicking here and select objects and layer to delete. So if you select any object, see I am selecting this ellipse, and see after selecting you need to press enter. Now do you wish press enter, so that those objects will be deleted from that particular layer. What the objects you have selected, those objects will be deleted from that particular layer. So for that option you need to use this and delete layer. And there is an option here, lock layer shading. I am locking this ellipse. See, I have locked this. If you click here and if you drag this, see the brightness of this locked item. If you change this shading, so the brightness of this locked item, it will change. See how bright it is. So for the locked items only it will use. And if you click here layer properties, a dialog box will be open here, and this particular one has locked. I am clicking here to unlock the item. And there is an option here, layer states manager. If you click here, the dialog box will be open like this. And if you want to use all these layers which you have created in this current drawing, and if you want to use to some other drawings, so you need to, if you want to repeatedly use these layers, so you need to name this. I am clicking on here new, and I am giving some key and click OK, so that it will be stored here. And see, if you want to delete, you can delete from here. And if you want to edit name, see, if you want to edit any layers, you can also edit, or you can see, if you click here, if you want to add any layers here, so if you click here, see, you can add layers and you can delete layers from here, and you can save these options. And if you want to rename, you need to click here rename, and you can rename this. So we have created all these layers with different line types and with different colors, and you need to use again for further drawings. So you need to use this layer states manager, and you can use this. Now see how layers will be used in civil drawings or in some other complicated drawings. So for suppose I have a plan like this. See, this is a civil plan, which is a building plan or house plan, which is in the top view. It looks like. So this drawing has created with multiple layers. See how you can tell these objects have created with multiple layers. So if you go to created and these drawings have been drawn. So what is the use in the practical applications of these layers? So now see, I am going here. So all these layers have created to draw this civil plan. So now what should we do? We need to identify first which object belongs to which layer. So for that case you need to check here. I am selecting this bed and see. After selecting and clicking on here, so for furniture, so it is in the highlighted mode. Now what should we do after finding out to which layer it belongs? So I need to off this. So for that purpose you can click here and see it is in the off mode, or you can also freeze. So like that, if you want to show any particular layers in this drawing, and if you want to freeze or if you want to lock any items from this drawing, so you can use quickly access from here like that by going into the layer properties, and you can change the object properties from here. Those will be applied to this particular drawing. If you draw any drawing by using layers, so you can quickly change any properties or any modifications on this type of complicated drawings. So you can do any type of modifications. For that purpose we need to use layer. See here there is an option, we need to use the change command to transfer objects from one layer to another layer. So if you want to change the objects which belongs to one layer, and I need to change those objects into some other layer. So what should we do? We need to use the command change. Go to command line, type ch and press enter. So a change dialog box will be appeared like this. And now this is the layer polyline. Now we can select this to center also, and you can select this is center. So now I am changing this to some hot water. See, so the object line type I am changing by using this change option. So I am selecting this line, and now I am changing this to some other properties and click on close. Now what happened? So see, before we have drawn this rectangle by using some other line type, but it has changed it to this line type. And we need to use purge command, so to delete any unused layers. So what is the purge command? Go to the command line, type purge for purge and press enter. A dialog box will be open like this, and check here. See, if you click here purge all, so I am clicking here, a dialog box will be opened again. So purge this item or purge all checked items. So I am clicking on this purge all checked items and click on close. So now what happened? If you go to here layer properties, see only the used layers only it will be there. So unused layers it will remove all unused layers. For that purpose we need to use this keeping, and remaining layers will be deleted by using this purge command. So like this we will use layers command in this type of complicated drawings, and we can do modifications very easily by selecting or by going into that particular layer, and we can change the color or line type of this particular layers.